Hello everyone and welcome to the official Lost video podcast hosted by abc.com. Well, Michael is back. Although right now he appears to be going by the name Kevin Johnson. We're here today with actors Harold Perrineau, Matthew Fox, Josh Holloway, and others to discuss this return event and figure out exactly what it might mean for the show. The episode that we're talking about, of course, is entitled Meet Kevin Johnson. That airs on Thursday, March 20th at 9 p.m. on ABC and is available the next day at abc.com. After that episode airs, we'll have an audio podcast for you all with executive producers Damon Lindelof and Carlton Hughes to rehash the tumultuous events that lay ahead. Then we take a short break, but we will be back with more audio and video podcasts to prepare for the big return of Lost at its new time, 10 p.m., on April 24th. Here now is Harold Perrineau.
It's very exciting being back on Lost. I'm very excited to be back with my friends and family, and since I've been back, it has been work. You
lived up to your word. We live up to our word, too. Do you know how to drive a boat?
Yeah.
I was very surprised to see who was coming back and at whose orders. But then, I shouldn't say I was too surprised, because Ben, as we know, is always a few plays ahead of everyone else in this big chess game.
Well, that's it? I followed the bearing and me and my son get rescued.
Having Michael back on the show vis-a-vis Harold is great, because I think that I always sensed that, that wasn't the last time we were going to see Michael.
I think Michael did have an untold story. It's because he and Walt just get on the boat and go away. And so there are things that need to be fleshed out about what that's about. And I think we get to answer some of those questions in this episode.
Stay in there. Stay. Michael, what are you...
Stay in there, Jack!
Hey, whatever's going on.
Look, I'm going after my son. I'm going after my son, and nobody is going to stop me, okay? Okay, that is my right. That is a father's right.
The circumstances under which his character sort of betrays Jack Shephard to get him and his son off the island, and all of that, I think, will play pretty thick through the second half of this season.
The stuff about Michael that attracts me to the role is, he's a guy that is in a lot of conflict, and we're not exactly sure why. And, he sort of keeps stepping into, more trouble than he actually asked for.
You shouldn't have done that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just figured if we're going to war, we'd want the one guy who's actually been in a war. Is that a problem?
No.
And I think, sometimes in real life that seems to happen. People sometimes think, well, if you do this, then it causes that. But sometimes it's not necessarily true. Sometimes you just run into things and then it tumbles your life in a certain way, and maybe there's something that you respond to later. And I dig that about Michael. I'm actually looking forward to finding out how this story ends.
The fact that he comes back is shocking but refreshing. I feel like the audience, like me, is going to be like, oh, I didn't think his story was finished.
Ladies and gentlemen, Harold Perrineau.
Fans have been fantastic, and it's been so perfect, and they've been really supportive and really cool. I know there are people who were mad at Michael when he left and mad at what he did, but they were really, really supportive about me coming back. And even if they were just they wanted me to come back to get beat up, they were just like, yeah, Michael's coming back, kick his butt.
Kevin, this is,
Saeed.
Desmond.
Kevin Johnson. Nice to meet you, Kevin.
Yeah, it'll give him something to talk about, for sure. It just adds more questions as to what's going on.
The return of Michael is one of the best episodes of the first 8.
We are going to learn, a ton more about like what's going on, why he's there, what happened before, and that's a lot of information. Like a lot's gone down.